Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you for all of your likes, your shares, your comments, and just all of your support. If you are interested in receiving additional guidance aside from the weekly or monthly tarot forecast that I offer on my channel, please head over to either Facebook or Instagram and follow me there because I do actually draw and upload a daily oracle guidance card every single day. And if you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, please head over to northeasttarot.com. I do have it linked below in the description bar. And read about how I offer my private readings. I do still have available the 2017 yearly readings, so if you are interested in that, please head over there. I will be offering them for a limited time only. And also, please watch your sun, moon, and rising sign for these general tarot forecasts. These are just general forecasts, and I do recommend that you watch all three. If you do not know what your rising or moon sign are, I do have linked below in the description bar a website that can calculate that for you for free. So again, I just want to thank you guys for all of your support. I do wish you a wonderful week. Stay tuned for the reading. Hi Aquarius, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of January 23rd through the 29th. This is for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Aquarius Rising signs. So Aquarius, if you have a birthday this week, I just want to wish you a very happy birthday. All right, let's see what the week has in store for you. All right, Aquarius, so at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Page of Wands. Very nice. So the Page of Wands can represent, for some of you, this can be some really exciting news that's coming through. Sometimes with the Page of Wands, it's news that you've had to wait for. So for some of you, this is news coming through. With the energy being the Knight of Swords for the week, this could be news coming in very quickly. Also, the Page of Wands can represent, for some of you, maybe you're walking down a new path. This can be like a new adventure that you're going on. So there could be something new that you're starting this week. I definitely see a lot of movement here in this spread. With the Knight of Swords being the overall energy for the week, this is a very hasty, fast-paced energy. So there could be, for some of you, there could absolutely be a lot happening. There could be a lot going on. This Knight does want to charge forward. So for some of you, this is you maybe wanting to charge down this new path. Again, it could be very exciting for some of you. This is maybe you wanting things to happen very quickly, or this is you really ready to move forward. And again, there could be a lot happening for some of you. There's a lot of movement here in this spread, with the Knight of Swords being the overall energy, and then we do have the Eight of Cups here. What's really interesting is we have the Eight of Cups, which for me, this is movement, this is travel. You're very focused on the future, you're focused on moving forward. But also this, because it's the Eight of Cups, this is, for some of you, you emotionally moving forward. For some of you, could be leaving something behind that's emotionally no longer fulfilling you. This is you maybe really focused on the future and moving forward in some way. For some of you, it's emotionally moving forward or moving on with your life. And then for others, this could be some sort of physical travel with this energy here. But what's really interesting is we have this Eight of Cups, but then I have the Six of Swords underneath it. So for some of you, for some Aquarians, you're emotionally and mentally moving forward in some way. You could be leaving something behind with the Three of Swords, leaving a difficult situation behind, but this is you moving forward. For some of you, you could have just dealt with some difficulties with the Six of Swords. This is a person who's moving from stormy waters to much more calmer waters. So for some Aquarians, you absolutely could have just dealt with some sort of difficulties. Maybe for a very small number of Aquarians, you could have just ended a relationship here with the Three of Swords, and now you're actually moving on. Or now you could be emotionally ready and you are moving on. You're ready to move forward with the Knight of Swords energy, that's for sure. With the Six of Swords, though, this is you moving towards peace of mind for many of you. And you have two sixes here. So sixes really speak of harmony and balance. And I think that You know, for those Aquarians that were dealing with some difficulties maybe within relationships, that can be romantic, that can be family relationships, friendships, I actually see you moving towards peace of mind. I see you moving towards actually being more balanced and things really improving here with this energy. But for a very small number of you, because I have this Three of Swords here, you could have been dealing with like some sort of difficult situation or painful situation, but I do think that you're moving on from this, definitely for many of you. Now, of course, because this is a 3, for a very small number of you, this could be a situation involving 3 people. Sometimes with the Three of Swords, for me, it can be some mental frustration. It can be also sometimes feeling torn or mentally exhausted, not knowing what to do. Now, if you were an Aquarian that was dealing with this energy like that, I definitely see you moving forward now. With the Six of Pentacles here, this is a very generous energy. It can represent either giving or receiving. So for some of you, you could be hearing something. You could be finding something out. You could be receiving some sort of communication with the Page of Wands here that is allowing for you to move forward in some way. There could be some Aquarians that are physically moving forward or traveling. You could be moving to a new home. This could be happening for a very small number of you. This could be happening very suddenly. Now, we do have the Strength card here, so this, for some of you, could be dealing with a Leo. I definitely see a very small number of you maybe dealing with a Leo. But strength also represents that courage, that strength. So I definitely see many of you coming through very strong. You definitely have that inner strength. For some of you, maybe you are taking this bull by the horns. You're moving forward. You're taking action here. And you definitely have that inner strength that you need when it comes to maybe walking down this new path here or moving forward with your life in some way. I definitely see some of you, for a very small number of you, it's definitely coming through that maybe you're leaving behind a relationship, you're moving forward. We have the Nine of Pentacles here, which the Nine of Pentacles for me is very much an independent energy. Financially, it's wonderful. This person's financially independent. They have things built up. They have that financial security. This is living comfortably. So financially, I actually see it being a wonderful week for many of you, but some of you are now maybe single. With the Ace of Swords here, you definitely could have cut someone off. You definitely could have just left behind maybe a difficult situation or relationship. With the Ace of Swords, freeing yourself from that no longer serves you, from that's emotionally no longer fulfilling you. With the Ace of Swords, this also can be communication. This could be, for some Aquarians, you could be speaking your truth this week. You could be hearing the truth. You could be cutting to the truth of the matter. This could have something to do with a Leo. This might also have something to do with maybe a Pisces, because I have the High Priestess here as well. For other Aquarians, this could be you, incredibly intuitive this week. This could be, for some Aquarians, this could be you playing your cards close to your chest. You might be making some moves in secret, absolutely, with the High Priestess. You could be making some moves or making plans and really playing your cards close to your chest with the High Priestess energy. But I do see many of you just highly, highly intuitive. And with the Ace of Swords, this is, for some of you, this is that clarity, or this is things maybe being revealed here. This could be some sort of truth that is coming out into the open. But I feel like for many of you, this is very positive because it's allowing for things to move forward here. Maybe for some of you, it's just a matter of taking control with Strength here, taking control or taking matters into your own hands, taking this bull by the horns. But overall, I think it's going to be, a very positive week, because I feel many of you moving away from this Three of Swords energy. You're moving on. You're moving towards peace of mind. If you were dealing with any sort of confusion or any sort of challenges or difficulties, I see you coming through very successful here. So I see you cutting through any confusion, cutting through any BS, getting down to the bottom of things here this week, receiving that clarity, Definitely listening to your intuition for some of you, moving forward. I think that overall it's going to be a very powerful week for you. I definitely a very positive week here. Financially, I see it being a wonderful week. Emotionally, I see it being a wonderful week because for many of you, you're maybe leaving something behind that's no longer serving you. You're very focused on the future. Yeah, and I think that for some of you with this Knight of Swords energy, yeah, you're definitely focused on the future. You're focused on moving forward, leaving the past behind you, and just moving on. All right, so let me pull you an additional guidance card for this upcoming week, Aquarius, additional guidance. For some of you, for a very, very small number of you, you could be learning something again. There could be a secret that is coming to light here. It might have something to do with a Leo. For some of you, it could have something to do with maybe finances, or this could even be within the workplace. But whatever this is, I feel like it's very positive, and it's allowing maybe for things to move forward. Additional guidance for Aquarius for this upcoming week. What else does Aquarius need to know? Please show me. There we go. Very interesting. So we have three cards that just popped out for you. All right, very interesting. Okay, so the first one is patience. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So with this Knight of Swords energy, sometimes the Knight of Swords is a little impatient. He definitely wants to rush into something. He wants to charge forward and take action. So for some of you, patience is required. Spirit is maybe telling you to do more research with this card here. Maybe there needs to be more information, or simply you just doing more research could benefit you at this time. Not rushing into something, not necessarily not taking action, but maybe just yeah, taking your time with something instead of rushing right into it. For some of you, what's interesting is we then have Bridget. Caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. And this often speaks of some sort of enlightenment that is needed. So again, there could be something that's going to be revealed this week, some sort of truth or some sort of clarity that's coming to some of you. So for some of you, maybe if you want to act on something right at the start of the week, maybe waiting till the end of the week, waiting on maybe something to come to light, or waiting on some sort of communication to come to you. With this card here, with Bridget, Spirit again isn't telling you not to move forward. They're just saying look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. So there needs to be a closer look at something for some of you. You know, dot your I's, cross your T's, take a second look at something before maybe taking action. And then what's interesting is we then have Daniel. I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. So for some of you, you know, maybe you want to get a divorce or something like that, or you want to leave someone, but maybe Spirit is suggesting for you to get your what's that old saying, your ducks in a row, your ducks in order. Make sure you have a place to live. You know, there's other things that need to be taken care of first. And then, again, they're not telling you not to move forward. They're just cautioning you to make sure that everything is figured out before maybe proceeding further. And then for those Aquarians that are in a relationship and you're not breaking up, if you were having any sort of difficulties, this is that beautiful divine energy that's around you. If you're single and you're hoping to meet someone, patience is needed here. You definitely might be meeting someone soon. That might not be happening this week. Definitely not rushing right into a relationship, not settling, needing to be patient when it comes to maybe for some of you, if you're feeling the need to rush right into a relationship. This is what I'm getting, needing to take your time or needing to slow it down. Okay, so Aquarius, I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I do wish you a wonderful week. Take care.